Hey everyone, welcome back to the Investment Iguana. Today we're diving into some key money milestones to work toward in your 20s. Now, before we get into it, I just want to say, this is not a rigid checklist or a race. Maybe you're watching this at 28, 35, or even 40 and thinking, I haven't hit these milestones yet. That's completely fine. Personal finance is exactly that, personal. Everyone moves at their own pace, and what matters most is simply getting started. These are just helpful benchmarks that can build a strong financial foundation and set you up for success long term. So, let's get into it. Educate yourself on finances. A lot of us never receive formal financial education, and honestly, that's one of the biggest reasons people struggle with money. Even if you learned some basics in school or from family, chances are personal finance wasn't a big focus. The good news? We live in an era where information is everywhere. YouTube, like this channel, books, podcasts, there's no shortage of resources. Some great books to start with include The Simple Path to Wealth and I Will Teach You to Be Rich. Podcasts like Choose FI or The Money Guy Show are also great for learning on the go. The more you learn, the more confident you'll feel in managing your money. Develop the habit of budgeting and tracking. I know budgeting has a bad reputation. People think it's restrictive, tedious, or just boring. But in reality, budgeting frees you. It gives you control over your money rather than letting your money control you. If you're new to budgeting, start simple. Track your income and expenses for a month just to see where your money goes. From there, create a plan that works for you. Some people love spreadsheets, some use budgeting apps. Whatever keeps you consistent is the right choice. Over time, it becomes second nature, and you'll be able to adjust easily as your financial situation evolves. 3. Build an emergency fund. Life happens. Unexpected car repairs, medical bills, or even job loss can throw off your finances if you're not prepared. That's where an emergency fund comes in. How much should you save? That depends on your comfort level, but a good rule of thumb is 3 to 6 months of living expenses. If that sounds overwhelming, start small. Even having $500 to $1,000 set aside can prevent you from going into debt when an emergency pops up. 4. Pay off high-interest debt. If you have high-interest debt like credit cards, personal loans, or car loans with rates above 8%, prioritizing debt repayment can save you thousands in interest. Ideally, the goal is to become completely debt-free, except for a mortgage if you have one. The sooner you eliminate debt, the more you can put toward investing, savings, or experiences that actually add value to your life. 5. Start investing as early as possible. If there's one thing young investors have, it's time. And time is the most powerful tool when it comes to building wealth. Thanks to compound interest, even small investments now can grow into huge amounts later. For example, a single dollar invested at age 20 can grow to about $88 by retirement, assuming an average 10% return. Compare that to someone who waits until 30, where that same dollar only grows to $32. The earlier you start, the more your money works for you. Start with what you can afford, even if it's just $10 or $50 a month. Look into your employer's 401k or 403b if they offer one, especially if they match your contributions. Outside of that, consider Roth IRAs, HSAs, or brokerage accounts based on your financial goals. The key is to invest early and consistently. 6. Increase your income. Whether you have a degree or not, there are always ways to increase your earning potential. This could mean negotiating a raise, switching jobs for better pay, learning high-income skills, exploring side hustles, or freelancing. In today's digital world, there are countless ways to make extra money, whether it's through remote work, content creation, consulting, or even flipping items online. And remember, increasing your income doesn't mean you have to work all the time. It's about working smarter so you have more financial flexibility. 7. Avoid lifestyle creep. As your income grows, so will the temptation to upgrade everything: your car, your apartment, your lifestyle. And while there's nothing wrong with enjoying your money, be mindful of lifestyle creep. If every raise or bonus is immediately spent on a bigger house or a new car, you're just locking yourself into a more expensive lifestyle. Instead, keep your expenses relatively stable while increasing your savings and investments. That way, you'll build wealth without feeling constantly stretched financially. Build good credit. Your credit score plays a major role in financial opportunities, from getting approved for a mortgage to securing lower interest rates. If you've been budgeting, paying bills on time, and keeping debt low, you're already on the right track. The biggest factors in your credit score include payment history. Make payments on time, always. Credit utilization. Keep balances low, ideally under 30%. Credit history length. The longer your accounts have been open, the better. Even if you don't plan on taking out loans anytime soon, a good credit score can help with things like renting an apartment or getting better insurance rates. Final thoughts. These are some of the most helpful money milestones to aim for in your 20s, but remember, there's no deadline. Everyone's financial journey is different, and the important thing is to simply start where you are. If you've already hit some of these, great. If not, now is the perfect time to take that first step. The choices you make today will shape your financial future, and trust me, your future self will thank you. What do you think? Are there any milestones you'd add to this list? Let me know in the comments, and I'll see you in the next video.